Hello, my name is Michael Conneely and this is video 2 of our Star Wheel Astrology and Healing newsletter for September 2021. And it focuses on the situation where 8 planets are retrograde in September 2021. Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto and Chiron. Importantly, all are retrograde during September, plus Mercury right at the end of the month. Okay, the retrograde energy of September means that we'll all each be called to assess how much we are learning as to the nature, the divine nature, and the message and demand of each of these planets now. Are we dotting the I's and crossing the T's as to the manifestation of each of these 8 planets now? Now, this video is part of several videos accompanying our September Star Wheel Astrology and Healing newsletter. And so go to the September page on my Star Wheel Astrology website for the links for all the videos, and above all also for the blog which encompasses all this and ties it all together. So let's look at these retrograde planets. Well, first of all, Jupiter is retrograde in September 2021. And so Jupiter moves from Aquarius to Capricorn, and so look at the house that is Aquarius in your chart and the house that is Capricorn in your Vedic chart. And also look at the aspects Jupiter is casting into your chart, conjunction, opposition, 5th and 9th. Is that affecting any of your other planets? And because Jupiter is so debilitated when he gets into Capricorn, we'll all feel a dearth of guru connection, blessing and enlargement, the energy that is divine Jupiter. So each of us have to do some work to bring that fact into our awareness and to heal it. And so, as I mentioned in my other video about the strong planets in September, where Jupiter is indeed pitting himself against one of them, namely Saturn, one thing you can do is put a picture on the wall, get it off Google Images, of Brihaspati, Lord Jupiter. Light a little night light every morning, spend time, focus on the picture, focus on the divine nature of Jupiter. What is guru connection in your case? Blessing. What blessings are you receiving that you should maximize? Enlargement. What do you need to make that bit larger at this time of contracting energies? For example, because Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn and because there's 8 retrograde planets. Blessing, enlargement, sense of purpose. Can you identify your key strategic sense of purpose or purposes? And bring in the divine support. And having identified the divine nature of Jupiter, then I definitely recommend becoming fully embodied, in contact with all your body and speaking from the heart to the image of Brihaspati, Lord Jupiter, about your issues in your life, particularly in relation to guru, blessing, enlargement, sense of purpose. How are you doing at those issues? What changes do you need to make? Discuss them with the God. So that's Jupiter retrograde. The next is Saturn retrograde. We'll certainly check out, obviously, what house in your Vedic birth chart is Capricorn, where Saturn is retrograding. And also check out what other houses and planets Saturn might be casting an aspect to. And let's say Saturn is your 7th house of marriage in your birth chart. Well, negatively, that could be putting utter blocks up against relationship energy, but positively, it could be strengthening the commitment, putting more energy into the marriage, creating an initiative of identifying with the partner any perhaps negative scripts or relationship baggage either of you carries, and lovingly discussing and sharing as they crop up so as to heal the relationship. Uranus is retrograde from Vedic Aries, where he's super powerful. Remember the last time Uranus was in Vedic Aries, it saw Hitler rising to power and bringing in the Second World War. Uranus is sending a square aspect to smash at Saturn blocks in you and in your society. Uranus is obviously the planet of revolution. Are you bringing in the needed revolution now? Examine your life. What area of your life do you need to bring in revolution about, and make the strategy to do it now? Don't be just blocked and weak. Dot the I's and cross the T's on your revolution strategy. The image has come into my mind of Constance Markievicz leading the Irish uprising against the oppressive English colonial rule in the uprising of 1916. Neptune is retrograde now. Look at the life area in your chart that Neptune is transiting in, and check out whether Neptune is sending an aspect to any of your planets. This is the life area where you can bring in vast inspiration, wonderful intuition, vision, this sort of thing. But negatively, Neptune is illusion and delusion. Be careful to distinguish which. Pluto is retrograde now. Look at the house area. This is Capricorn. Which house area is it in your chart? Pluto is demanding that you come more into your power, and he thus pits himself against the negative blocks in your personality and in the society you live. Don't underestimate this, particularly at the time of the Pluto return of the United States, which is coming to its first exact in May 2023. And lastly, Chiron is retrograde. Chiron's retrograding from 18 to 17 Vedic Pisces in September. What life area is Pisces in your Vedic chart? And especially if you've got Chiron there, this is your all-important Chiron return, the healing of your existential natal wound. But of course, if you've got planets in Virgo, and especially Chiron in Virgo, well, wonderful healings will be being offered to you. Identify them, manifest them. So these retrograde planets need identifying and understanding. If you want a reading from me, go to the buy page of my Star Wheel Astrology website. I'll be very, very glad to work with you. Thank you.